Hey everybody, you know how people are always saying America doesn't have any history? Well, those people have obviously never been to Virginia. This place is like a time capsule, except instead of shag carpets and bell-bottoms, it's full of powdered wigs and declarations of independence. So buckle up, history buffs, or anyone who just likes a good powdered wig, because we're about to take an incredible trip through the most amazing historical landmarks Virginia has to offer. First up, we're heading to Colonial Williamsburg. This isn't just any historical site, it's a place where the past truly comes alive. This place is like stepping into a time machine, but instead of worrying about accidentally crushing your grandpa with a paradox, you can just eat a turkey leg and watch a blacksmith do his thing. Imagine the sights, sounds, and even the smells of the 18th century, all meticulously recreated for you to experience firsthand. You'll stroll down streets that look exactly like they did in the 1700s, complete with cobblestones that are just waiting to trip you up. Wear comfy shoes, folks. The architecture, the layout, and even the ambiance transport you back in time, making you feel like a true colonial citizen. And the best part? Colonial Williamsburg is a living history museum, which means it's full of actors in period costumes who are totally committed to their roles. These aren't just any actors, they are historians, educators, and performers all rolled into one, bringing history to life in the most engaging way possible. You can chat with them about what life was like back in the day, ask them about the latest gossip, or at least what passed for gossip in the 1700s, and maybe even learn a thing or two about how to churn butter or fire a musket. These interactions provide a unique, hands-on learning experience that you won't find in any textbook. Beyond the reenactments, there are beautiful colonial gardens to explore, filled with heirloom plants and vegetables that were grown in the 18th century. These gardens are not only a feast for the eyes, but also a living testament to the agricultural practices of the past. And speaking of feasts, don't miss the colonial kitchens where you can see how meals were prepared using traditional methods and ingredients. You might even get to taste some authentic colonial cuisine, giving you a literal taste of history. As the sun sets over Colonial Williamsburg, you'll leave with a deeper appreciation for the history that shaped our nation. It's a place where the past isn't just remembered, it's lived every single day. So, whether you're a history buff, a curious traveler, or just someone looking for a unique experience, Colonial Williamsburg is a destination that promises to educate, entertain, and inspire. Come see for yourself where history truly comes to life. Next, we're off to Monticello, the stunning mountaintop home of Thomas Jefferson. This architectural masterpiece is not just a house, it's a testament to Jefferson's ingenuity and vision. Now I know what you're thinking, another old house, but Monticello is far from ordinary. It's a place where history and innovation collide, but trust me, this is not your average fixer-upper. Jefferson's creativity is evident in every corner of this estate. This place is decked out with all sorts of cool gadgets and gizmos that Jefferson designed himself, showcasing his brilliance beyond politics. Because apparently being the author of the Declaration of Independence and the third president of the United States wasn't enough to keep him busy, his mind was always at work, creating and innovating. You've got your revolving bookstands, your hidden doors and secret passages that make Monticello a place of wonder and discovery, even a clock that tells time using cannonballs. This unique timepiece is a marvel of engineering and a testament to Jefferson's inventive spirit. It's like something out of a history book, except you can actually walk through it and touch things, although maybe not the cannonball clock, those things are heavy. Visitors from around the world come to explore this historic landmark, experiencing firsthand the genius of Thomas Jefferson. The grounds of Monticello are equally impressive, with beautifully maintained gardens and landscapes that reflect Jefferson's love for nature and horticulture. Jefferson was also a pioneer in agriculture, experimenting with various crops and techniques that were ahead of his time. The vineyard and farming areas of Monticello are a testament to his innovative spirit in agriculture. The architecture of Monticello is a blend of classical and modern elements reflecting Jefferson's eclectic taste and his desire to create a home that was both functional and beautiful. Inside, you'll find a treasure trove of artifacts and relics that tell the story of Jefferson's life and times. Each item has a story to tell, adding to the rich tapestry of history that Monticello represents. Monticello also serves as an educational hub, offering programs and tours that provide deep insights into Jefferson's contributions to American history and his lasting legacy. The preservation and restoration efforts at Monticello ensure that this historic landmark remains a vibrant and accessible piece of American heritage for future generations to enjoy. As the sun sets over Monticello, the beauty and grandeur of this historic site become even more apparent. It's a place where the past comes alive, offering a glimpse into the mind of one of America's greatest thinkers. So whether you're a history buff, an architecture enthusiast, or just someone looking for a unique experience, Monticello is a must-see destination that will leave you inspired and in awe of Thomas Jefferson's legacy. All right, time to visit the big guy himself, George Washington, at his beloved Mount Vernon. This historic estate, located on the banks of the Potomac River in Virginia, was not just a home, but a working plantation and a reflection of Washington's status and personality. As you step onto the grounds, you can almost feel the presence of the first president who spent over 45 years of his life here, shaping the nation and his legacy. This place is basically the American version of Buckingham Palace. Except instead of guards and fuzzy hats, you've got, well, more history. The mansion itself, with its iconic cupola and sprawling lawns, stands as a testament to 18th century architecture and Washington's vision. Unlike Buckingham Palace, which is a symbol of monarchy, Mount Vernon represents the democratic ideals that Washington fought for. It's a place where you can walk in the footsteps of history and feel the weight of the decisions made within its walls. But that doesn't mean it's not impressive. The mansion's exterior, with its grand portico and panoramic views of the Potomac, is a sight to behold. Visitors often find themselves in awe of the sheer beauty and historical significance of the estate. The meticulously maintained gardens and outbuildings add to the charm, making it a must-visit for history buffs and casual tourists alike. You can explore the mansion, which is full of Washington's personal belongings and gives you a glimpse into what life was like for our nation's first president. Each room tells a story, from the grand dining room where Washington entertained guests to the private study where he managed his affairs. The furnishings, artwork, and artifacts provide a window into the 18th century, offering a tangible connection to the past. And speaking of farming, don't miss the chance to check out the working distillery and grist mill on the property. These facilities were essential to the estate's operations, producing flour, cornmeal, and whiskey. The distillery, in particular, was one of the largest in the country during Washington's time, reflecting his entrepreneurial spirit and business acumen. They even make their own whiskey using Washington's original recipe. This whiskey is a nod to the past, crafted with the same methods and ingredients that Washington used. It's a unique opportunity to taste history, quite literally. The distillery tour offers a fascinating look at the production process, from grain to glass and the chance to purchase a bottle as a souvenir. The gift shop is filled with a variety of items, from historical books and replicas to locally made crafts and, of course, Washington's whiskey. It's the perfect place to pick up a memento of your visit and take a piece of Mount Vernon home with you. So whether you're a history enthusiast, a whiskey connoisseur, or just looking for a unique day trip, Mount Vernon has something for everyone. It's a place where the past comes alive and you can truly appreciate the legacy of George Washington. So come on down and experience it for yourself. You won't be disappointed. Now we're going way back to the very beginning of it all, Jamestown settlement. This is where the story of America as we know it truly began. Imagine stepping into a time machine and being transported back to the early 1600s. The air is thick with the scent of the sea, and the land is wild and untamed. This is the birthplace of the first permanent English settlement in America. This is where the first permanent English settlement in America was founded back in 1607. It was a monumental moment in history, a bold step into the unknown by a group of brave souls seeking a new life. They faced countless challenges, from harsh weather to unfamiliar terrain, and the constant threat of conflict. Now, I know what you're thinking, 1607, that's like before Netflix. It's hard to imagine a world without our modern conveniences, but that's exactly what these early settlers had to do. They had no idea what lay ahead, but they were determined to make it work. And you're right, it was a different time. Life was incredibly tough, and survival was never guaranteed. The settlers had to rely on their wits, their skills, and each other to make it through each day. They built their homes from scratch, hunted for food, and learned to live off the land. But that's what makes Jamestown so fascinating. Today, you can walk through history and see firsthand what life was like for these early pioneers. The interactive exhibits at Jamestown bring the past to life in a way that's both educational and engaging. You can touch, see, and even smell the history around you. You can explore a recreated Powhatan Indian village, which gives you a glimpse into the lives of the native people who were here long before the English arrived. The Powhatan were a powerful and sophisticated society, and their interactions with the settlers were complex and often fraught with tension. Board replicas of the 3 ships that brought those first settlers over, spoiler alert, they were tiny. The Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery were the vessels that carried the hopes and dreams of the settlers across the Atlantic. Standing on these ships, you can almost feel the courage and determination it took to embark on such a perilous journey, and even learn about the hardships they faced, like, seriously, no Netflix. The settlers endured extreme hardships, from disease and starvation to conflicts with the native tribes. Their resilience and tenacity are truly inspiring, and their story is a testament to the human spirit. It's a sobering reminder of how tough those early colonists had it. They faced unimaginable challenges, and yet they persevered. Their legacy is a powerful reminder of the strength and determination that built this nation. Our final stop is a somber one, but no less important: Arlington National Cemetery. This hallowed ground is the final resting place for over 400,000 service members and their families, from the Civil War to present day. Each headstone tells a story of bravery, sacrifice, and dedication to the nation. Walking through the endless rows of white headstones is a humbling experience and a stark reminder of the sacrifices made by those who serve our country. The serene atmosphere invites visitors to reflect on the cost of freedom and the valor of those who have served. Make sure to pay your respects at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, where a lone sentinel stands guard 24/7, 365 days a year. The changing of the guard ceremony is a poignant and solemn ritual that underscores the nation's commitment to honoring its fallen heroes. It's a powerful symbol of honor, duty, and the ultimate sacrifice. The inscription on the tomb reads, "Here rests in honored glory an American soldier known but to God," a testament to the unknown soldiers who gave their lives in service. Arlington National Cemetery is a place of quiet reflection and a reminder that freedom is never free. The serene landscape with its rolling hills and majestic trees provides a peaceful backdrop for contemplation and remembrance. Don't miss the eternal flame at President John F. Kennedy's gravesite, a symbol of hope and continuity. The flame burns perpetually, signifying the enduring legacy of one of America's most beloved leaders. The Memorial Amphitheater hosts numerous ceremonies throughout the year, including Memorial Day and Veterans Day observances. These events draw visitors from across the nation to honor and remember those who have served. Arlington House, the Robert E. Lee Memorial, offers a unique perspective on the history of the cemetery and its origins. The house overlooks the cemetery, providing a poignant view of the final resting place of so many American heroes. As you leave Arlington National Cemetery, take a moment to reflect on the profound sense of history and sacrifice that permeates this sacred ground. It's a place where the past and present converge, reminding us of the true cost of freedom and the enduring spirit of those who have served our nation. So there you have it, folks. 5 must-see historical landmarks in Virginia that will transport you back in time and leave you with a newfound appreciation for American history. And hey, if you learned something new along the way, I've done my job. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and be sure to share it with your history-loving friends. We're posting new videos 3 times a week, so hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, stay curious. Day.